And how's it going, everybody? And welcome to another episode of WrestleSlam After Show, which is a review of Impact Sacrifice pay-per-view. This took place on this past Saturday. It's myself, Tim, and co-host Phil up there, so we'll go straight into it, I presume.
Yeah, this was actually my favourite one in the last 6 months of the specials.
Yeah, it was good. It was something different. You know, usually their specials can be hit or miss, but this one actually, it's leading to a lot of different storylines, and there were some surprises.
Yeah, like besides one or two things, it was actually really good. Mm-hmm. So I suppose we should go straight into it, really, without kind of messing around. Decay versus Reno Scum.
Yeah, it was what it was. Like it was kind of a filler match, really, in my eyes. You know, to add just a few matches at the start.
Impact. I honestly thought this should be on Impact.
Yeah, but remember, this is basically an Impact special. It's not an actual pay-per-view. It's just to tide over the bigger storylines and have the other guys on a card just to build it up.
Yeah, I do like seeing Black Taurus though on.
Yeah, he's a monster. Like, but then again, to have him work in an American company, he has to be on something like Impact. He has to be in a group like Decay. Because like you're not going to believe him coming out talking and this and that. It just makes no sense.
Yeah, exactly. And the thing is, like, where does he go after this?
Yeah, that's the problem. And like everyone is saying, oh, but sure, he could take off the mask and be who he is. It's the character that makes him, really.
Yeah.
That's the problem we have.
There was nothing to this match, to be honest with you.
No, it was just a match to fill the card. There was no backstory, no nothing really. Maybe an interaction once. Like,
they didn't even feud on anything.
They haven't been. No, they haven't been. That's what made me go, no, what's the point in this match? Basically, just a filler to. You couldn't have just 3 or 4 matches that are actually meaning something on the card.
Yeah.
So they just basically put an extra few matches on to fill the card.
Yeah, the next match was actually kind of similar. Tenille Dashwood and Kaleb with a K versus Havok and Nevaeh.
Yeah, it's just kind of building Havok and Nevaeh up, like, because they're doing nothing.
They're going to break them up, are they?
I'd say so. Like, they have women's tag belts, but they've no tag teams. Like,
I know, yeah, it's true. But this match again, similar to the first one, there's nothing to it.
There was no background to it, which is a bit stupid.
But I think they might have actually interacted once.
Yeah, but like interacting once doesn't lead to a pay-per-view match.
Yeah.
But I know it was only a special and this and that. We still usually, even on Raw and stuff, when you guys fighting each other, it's usually something that makes sense.
Yeah.
And to me again, it's another bit of Impact's problem. It made no sense.
But the thing as well with Tenille Dashwood, I reckon she's leaving because the way she's booked is weird.
Where's she going to go? If she was going to AEW, they wouldn't bother burying her because they kind of have the open door.
No, but like she's not being kind of pushed prominently where she should be in a women's. Surely she should be in the women's world title matches. Yeah,
so maybe she is leaving, but is she coming back to WWE?
NXT maybe.
Yeah, she didn't leave on bad terms. They kind of had nothing for her, and it just didn't work. But obviously, they've seen how good she has gotten out of there, so maybe that's what they're going to do.
Yeah, because like it's strange because she's just when you think she's going to win, she loses.
Yeah, they buried them. They're burying her.
She won this match, but like.
But they have buried her. Like she's their best women's wrestler on the roster. Like Barry Diana.
It just makes you think like, is she leaving because of the way she's been?
Maybe Philip's first scoop of the video.
Yeah. The next match at least had a kind of a backstory to it. Violent by Design versus Eric Young. I liked it actually. I liked it actually because it leads to a lot of stuff. Yeah.
Like as we saw, it was a good match, nothing major, and then Rhino showed up and joined Violent by Design.
Yeah.
Which it came out of nowhere, but it works.
It works, yeah. The thing is, Rhino as a heel and a monster, and he doesn't say anything, and he just looks.
That's what you need him for.
He looks the business.
Yeah, and like they made it fun, like because afterwards on Twitter we had Heath Slater, tweeting going, "What's going on here, Rhino? Ring me," because they're meant to be, this tag team and all this.
Yeah,
so it kind of just leads to a bit of fun on Twitter, which will get views on it, which is the thing. Well, by Design, I really like Eric Young.
Yeah, I love their music. They're the whole package, really, nearly.
Yeah, no, they have a monster with them, like so.
Yeah, we'll see where it goes, but like, will they push Jake something with him eventually?
I don't know. It might be stupid because they're destroying him, but maybe they will. But like adding too many members to a faction as well. We saw what happened with the NWO originally. The more members you add in, if you 5 or 6 people in this faction, who they're legitimately going to go up against.
Exactly. You're right. Overall, though, this is the best match so far.
Yeah, a good match. Led to something, bit of it furthered on the storyline by bringing in Rhino and all this, which is what you want to do. on a show like this to further the storyline for the next show. Maybe Jake something now is going to come up with a faction to come up against them, get a few guys together. Maybe that's where they're going to go.
An 8-man tag at the Rebellion pay-per-view.
Yeah, which probably is what they're going to do.
Yeah, so next up we had, this is a weird one because they booked it as a hold harmless match. Eddie Edwards and Brian Myers.
Yeah,
no DQ, basically.
Yeah, well, where are they coming up with all these stupid names for their matches?
Yeah, I don't know. It's like they sit down and be thinking, what can we do here, lads?
What is some of the stupidest so people can watch it?
But I absolutely love this match.
It was a good match. I'm not saying the match was bad. I'm saying they judge stupid names to try and get people to tune in. The one problem is, they keep having Myers feud with Cardona.
Yeah,
they're still doing it on Twitter. But they need to be together because nobody's going to believe that they're feuding when then straight after the show they're on YouTube together reviewing stuff.
I know. Yeah, no, you're right. And I think it's only a matter of time. I reckon by the Slammiversary, maybe they might be together. Yeah,
like they need more tag teams there. So. We're not put them together.
Favorite Myers match in Impact, I think.
Yeah, he's actually good.
Yeah,
he's done more there than he's done his entire WWE career.
Yeah.
So.
But yeah, no, I like theirs. Good match, and it went 16 minutes, which it didn't feel like it was 16 minutes.
No, it actually flew. The bits I saw bits of it, and I was going, "No, that's good."
There was one spot alright in it that looked like so dodgy when he kind of came off the top and through the table.
That's always going to happen in a no DQ match. There's always going to be a few spots that we think they don't need to do. But then if they didn't do them, would you be there going, sure, what was the point making it a no DQ match?
Yeah. So
you always want to do something in your match to stand out when you're doing a match like that you can get away with doing it.
Overall, it was a good match, but the name of the match was not needed. It was weird.
Yeah, that's what the Impact seemed to do with a lot of their matches. They kind of give them weird names.
So we move on then to Fire and Flava versus Jordynne Grace and Jazz.
Yeah, I think Jordynne Grace and Jazz should have won the match. I think they made a mistake by having them not win the match.
Yeah, like
even if they only have the belts for a few weeks.
Yeah,
just to give them the boost, because I think this is leading to a storyline where Jordynne Grace and Jazz are going to feud with each other.
Oh yeah, Jordynne. Yeah.
Yeah, so like they should have given them the belts and maybe had them lose them because of one of them making a mistake, which is the basic way to do this.
Yeah.
Like, Fire and Flava are good, but they're too small. They shouldn't have been able to beat Jordynne Grace.
They're very lightweight.
Like, so they shouldn't have been able to win that match without something happening.
And again, as you said, like, where do they go after this? Because there's no tag teams.
There's no one. Who they going to face?
That's it. Like,
that's why if they gave it to Jordynne Grace and Jazz, they could have had anyone face them. Big teaming up. Going, we want to beat these guys.
Yeah. Like, and then kind of as well, just while we're talking about the match, they announced that there's a 12 women tag match on Impact this week.
Yeah,
but they didn't say who was in it. They just said,
"I don't think they have 12. Do they have 12 women?"
They must have.
I'm trying to add it up in my head. Like, Rosemary's not going to be in it because she's with Decay.
Yeah,
Tenille Dashwood,
Kimberly, and Donna.
Yeah, like, it makes. What's the point in doing stupid matches like that?
I wonder, are Susan and Kimberly going to win the belts off of Tasha?
Maybe. Maybe. I think I wouldn't mind that because at least it's another tag team and they can both go, like. But
yeah,
not a fan of their tag division. I think when they brought the belts back there, they didn't think it through.
Yeah, and also I think they're in a weird position where a lot of their talents have low contracts, so they don't know who's staying and who's going.
Yeah, that's the problem they're in. Like, that's why probably they're on Jazz or not Jazz. Fire and Flava probably have long contracts. Maybe that's why they didn't put them on Jazz because she's not on a contract.
Yeah, exactly.
But like, I don't think she's not the kind of person to screw them because where's she going to go? WWE aren't going to bring her in.
No,
she said she'd never go there again.
Like,
yeah, she said she'd never go there again. Like, she'd big issues with them. And AEW aren't going. AEW won't do this to Impact because it would make no sense for their partnership to take a woman that's 50 years old to screw them. But she is retiring this year, as we know.
Yeah, exactly. But overall, the match was better than I thought it was going to be. It was all right.
Yeah, it was. At least it had a bit of a story to it because we know the Jazz story is going through it. The tag division needs a women's match, so it made a bit of sense. It didn't make lots of sense, but as again, it's only a special, so it only needs to make slight thing. Like, unlike some of the matches, at least there was a bit of a backstory there that they're tag teaming and this and
that. Next, we had then Ace Austin versus TJP. This was a weird match. This is a weird one because Ace Austin lost to Chris Bay on Impact the other day.
And then he won the title tonight.
He won the title tonight. So, I mean, it's sort of WWE-ish booking, like 50-50.
Yeah, but he's been on a good roll lately, bar that loss, and he's very good.
He is very good.
There's a lot of people online comparing him to AJ Styles. He's a bit small to be. I know I'm saying that one. Styles
he's fairly young, is he?
He's young. He has all the time in the world to develop.
Yeah, he must be early 20s.
Yeah, he's very good on the microphone. He is very good on the microphone.
24 he is.
Yeah, like, and the build he has, it works for him because, like, he has Madman Fulton with him. So, like, even if he's in, 6-man, because with this title, they can have him in matches with, bigger guys because there's no weight limit and all this.
Yeah.
But he can win it in screw job finishes with Madman, which will be fun as well because he's the ultimate heel and that's what you want. There's a lot there to him. Yeah. He's on a contract. Will he stay with Impact when his contract is up? I think he has about a year or two left, so he's on for a long time. That's what they gave him.
It's hard to say.
Yeah, like, it's going to be good. He's good. There's plenty of matches there for him. This division is the best division for matches because anyone can fight in this.
Yeah, exactly.
And it doesn't have to you don't have to have these big long storylines for it either. Like, but like TJ Perkins is great. I don't know how WWE
was it. You don't know how WWE. No, I know you were saying you don't know how WWE
wastes him the way he was. Like, he's phenomenal.
Oh yeah, no, you're right.
Well able to go.
I was going to say there might be an Ultimate X match at the next one.
Yeah, that's what I was saying. Ultimate X, you can easily make the storyline because it doesn't have to have the boys interacting. They can just have qualifying matches or something to get into Ultimate X because who doesn't want to win Ultimate X? Like,
and the thing is, like, it was actually trending last week because Bishop, when Bishop joined at that time, was it 2010? He was like, can somebody explain the rules to the match to me because I don't understand what's going on.
He's not the only one. I didn't understand it. Did you?
At the first, I didn't, but now it's kind of.
Oh, I do know, like, but obviously at the start, I was there going, "What in the name of Christ is this?" It's a great match because nobody has replicated this.
Yeah, it's very good, and we have seen the match. I think it was last year. One.
Yeah, they don't go overboard on booking their matches that they've invented too much.
Yeah,
they're not like WWE or Impact or not Impact, AEW.
But this is definitely the best match so far.
Yeah, great match, right result. As I said, I like TJ Perkins, but the right result. Ace Austin deserved the win. Like, he won that tournament there recently. He shows he is going to be good.
Yeah, he is.
Who's he going to feud with next? I don't think the way they've done it that they're going to have Mima Perkins. So I think you're bang on. I think we'll have Ultimate X.
Yeah, we might do. Or Chris Baby.
Obviously, the next pay-per-view is Revolution, or not Revolution. What's it called? Rebellion.
Yeah.
They're going to pull out all stops of this pay-per-view, get people to watch the show. Yeah. Because people are going to tune in because of Omega being on the cards.
Yeah.
So any casual fan that tunes in, and if they see a match like Ultimate X, they're going to say, "Fuck, I want to tune into that."
Yeah, exactly. They
are going to pull out a few stops at their next pay-per-view, which usually when Omega's on their card, it brings their biggest buy rates. Yeah. So we shall see.
Exactly, and you're right though. Like, once you have these big matches, you get more people to come back.
Yeah, you have to have the guys. Like, if you're tuning in to watch Kenny Omega fight for their title, and he'll probably win it, as we all know. Like,
yeah, he probably will.
But like, if you're tuning in to watch that, you're going to watch the show because you're paying for it over there on Fight TV.
Yeah, and the thing is as well, that'll be live, won't it?
Yeah, it's going to be live, so no one's going to know the finishes. So
live, like.
Yeah, these specials. I still didn't know the results of these specials.
Yeah, only Dave Meltzer saying stuff, but yeah.
Yeah, but who listens to Meltzer? Yeah, it's going to be live, and people are going to tune in. They're going to pay to tune in. So if you're going to pay to tune in to watch Kenny Omega, you're going to watch the show. You see an Ultimate X match, you're going to say, "Jesus, I want to see that again. I want to see these guys again."
And then you have like Chris Bay, TJ Perkins, Suicide, all these guys.
Well, you can't have TJ Perkins and Suicide in the same match.
Oh no, but it's actually Kaleb, but a K is actually Suicide.
But why is he being wasted then teaming as Kaleb with a K when he's able to go?
I don't know. That's what a lot of people are saying, sure.
Yeah, maybe they're going to get rid of it when if Tenille leaves. But yeah, as I said, an Ultimate X match will get you to tune in a week later, like.
Yeah, exactly. So then we had Diana Perrazzo and ODB, which actually wasn't too bad. It wasn't great.
It was only a filler match again, even though it was for the title.
Yeah.
Like, ODB is not there for the long term, but it got older fans would have tuned in to see her because she was around, when they were in their heyday and all this.
Yeah.
And Deanna Purcell as she's phenomenal. That she is how WWE wasted her.
Yeah, what was that? I never understood that.
They didn't see anything in her. They were building her up on this character, which obviously she's using the same character in Impact, so she must have created it herself. Because if WWE didn't use her right, she wouldn't use this character when she went to Impact.
Exactly.
So like WWE lost the boat with her. She's proven that she can go.
Yeah, but she might. She could be one of those now who will probably come back eventually.
But if WWE, some people won't, she could go to AEW.
Yeah. Yeah, well, hopefully
more. Like, all my criticizing Impact's women's division, it's probably better than AEW's.
Yeah.
It's crazy to say.
Yeah.
Because AEW have no women's division.
But ODB is clearly like she's clearly just filler, basically.
Oh yeah, so she's not wrestling full time at the moment. She only just came in because they asked her to come in because she was outside doing her food truck at one of their shows, and they goes, "Would you like to come in?" They goes, "We'll use her to get a big pop because people liked her when she was in there originally. She was in an original, so it worked well." They brought her in for one match, and she ended up getting a few, and ended up getting a title match. So fair dues to her. She got a payday.
Yeah, the match was good. The match was decent for what it was.
Yeah, exactly.
And then the next match, which was my favorite match of the show, because I was expecting absolutely nothing from it, was the Good Brothers versus Finn Juice.
Yeah, that's the match now that shocked me. Like, I like the Good Brothers. Anderson can go. Gallows just looks like the menace, even though he's a bit of an idiot.
What I actually loved about it was the story of the match, where the lads were like, the students were going to teach you a lesson.
That's the way they done it, because they were their students when they were in Japan.
Yeah,
like really they had all this, because that's the way it works over in Japan. The young guys are the Joshis, as they call them. They're the young fellas. They do everything.
Yeah, really well done. And I thought the Good Brothers had it won a few times, but
yeah, but like it shows, like everyone are slating the Good Brothers, this and that, but it shows like if they wanted to keep them belts, they could have kept them belts.
But it could be a case of they wanted to shock us and they'll win them back on Impact.
Oh, according to reports, the Impact Tag Team titles are going to be defended in Japan.
Okay.
So
on an episode of Strong.
Impact for the month is being taped this week.
Yeah.
They can tape all their matches for this month. Maybe they'll write them off, actually, or they can't write them off because it makes no sense. But maybe they're just going to show a video package that goes, "We're gone, lads," and then on maybe Impact a week later, they'll show them defending the belts in Japan.
Yeah.
Maybe that's what they're going to do, but they are going over to defend them in Japan, is the report. They're flying back to take part in the next New Japan shows, so they're going to bring in the belts with them. It's a good idea.
It's a great idea.
You get people in Japan, and internationally to say, "Jesus, they're the Impact titles on New Japan."
I was actually, I'm not floored much, but I was floored that the Good Brothers lost.
Yeah, because they're being put over so big. Like, they're big in AEW, they're big in Impact. They're obviously, everyone are there going, "Oh, the minute they lost one, they're just going straight to Impact or straight to AEW." No, they're not. They're on long-term Impact contracts. They turned down AEW deals to sign for Impact.
Yeah.
People have to forget that they're not going to jump and ship. They obviously like being the big dogs in the small pond.
They'll just be Kenny Omega's lapdogs, like.
Yeah, they like being the big dog in the small pond, which is what they are in Impact.
Yeah, and also they can do that talk and shop thing without any issues.
Exactly. There'll be issues with that if they run AEW, that there was. If they were signed to AEW.
But yeah, like overall, very, very good.
Yeah. Enjoyed it. Happy with the result. Was shocked with the result.
Yeah, nice to be shocked.
There's an Irishman now as champion of Impact. That's Fit Finley's son.
Yeah, and Juice Robinson, who's currently dating Tony Storm.
Was that what he is?
Yeah. So it's interesting. Like I very, very rarely
tee an April off a shock.
Yeah, and that was nice.
Yeah.
Then the main event, which was actually good.
Moose has shown why he's one of the best big men in the business. That top rope moonsault body slam.
Yeah, it was like a fall away slam, but it was like a flip one.
I've never ever seen it.
No.
That I haven't. He's shown that he can go. Lately, he's shown he's good on the mic.
Yeah.
We saw. I thought maybe they had two finishes, and I thought they were going to have him win.
Yeah.
But obviously, maybe they did tape two finishes. But obviously, Moose is out of contract.
Yeah, he put up that tweet. You showed me that tweet afterwards.
Yeah, he tweeted that he's taking some time away. I reckon that time away will finish up the week after WrestleMania.
Yeah.
And I don't think he's going to go to NXT.
You think he'll just go to Raw or something?
Straight to the main roster, Raw or SmackDown. I think Raw, because on SmackDown it's hard to put him in there unless they put him in against Big E.
Or he could be as well. He could be Apollo's like kind of heavy, like.
No. Are you going to have Moose come out and start pretending he's Jamaican or fucking?
No, but he is heavy. Like
that's terrible. So it'll all depend on who the US champion and the Intercontinental champion is after WrestleMania. Because I think they could bring him in feud with either of them because he's big. He's not a small guy. People do know who he is. He has his sports background, which Vince McMahon also.
Was he in Bellator, wasn't it?
Look. No, he was an American footballer.
Okay.
And he was in Bellator. But look who the new head of talent relations is in WWE.
I know, yeah, exactly.
Who loves big, muscled men? John.
He does, yeah.
So I think we will see him the week after Mania. Maybe he'll be one of the surprises on Raw after Mania or SmackDown after Mania.
He could be, yeah.
Like Raw has been taped Monday and SmackDown is actually it's going to be taped Tuesday after Mania because they're going to tape the Marina as Raw, so SmackDown will be taped after Mania. But maybe he's going to be one of the big surprises.
He could be. You never know.
I hope he is because I think he'll work. Put him in at the Intercontinental level straight away. If Riddle is still US champion after Mania, he can go in against Riddle because Riddle's a babyface. If Big E is still the champion, that's a match that says money straight away. Moose versus Big E.
But he's had 2 matches this year against Rich and also against Willie Mack. Have been both outstanding.
Yeah, and not against Willie Mack. He's only average. As I tell you all, I think Rich Swann needs to lose these belts as soon as possible.
Next
he is a cruiserweight. It is not believable. Like obviously, we know he's going to face Kenny Omega at Rebellion with the belts on the line.
They're actually on the line, are they? There's not just a title versus title.
The belts are on the line. Kenny Omega is coming to take the Impact title.
Yeah.
What they'll do with it, I don't know. They won't have a situation where he throws it in the trash because Don Callis obviously is involved with Impact, so he's not going to allow something like that.
Yeah. They wouldn't anyway.
It's very easy for them to have Kenny Omega appear every week on Impact because they tape a month in one go. He doesn't have to wrestle every week. He just needs to do a promo and maybe wrestle once in the 4 weeks. And he can keep the belt for a few months. No problem.
Yeah, exactly.
If you go onto the internet and you search who is the Impact champion and you see Kenny Omega, you might tune in.
Yeah, exactly. I think he's going to have it until Bound for Glory at least. Yeah.
And who's he going to lose to? They'll have to build someone up.
That's it. Ace Austin.
once it's not Rich Swann.
It won't be, I don't think. They actually don't have any up-and-comers besides like a Chris Bay or an Ace Austin.
Yeah, but they maybe have to bring somebody in. Who can they bring in though?
Chris Bay is outstanding. I really like him.
And the good thing about Omega being the champion, because Omega is small enough himself, so it's believable if somebody else beats him, especially if there's a bit of somebody screwing somebody. So.
Yeah. You don't know who he'd be feuding by then, so he could actually lose it that way too.
Yeah. So that's what we'll do. He could be feuding with someone in AEW that could come in and screw him. That's
what we're hoping that Eddie Kingston doesn't cost him at this next one.
He won't. I don't think Kingston will show up in Impact. He didn't really have... Yeah, but he got fired.
All right.
All that talk was true. Like he didn't really like it there either. Like so.
Overall, this is the best one I've seen in the last year.
Yeah, it was a great special leading into their tapings now this week, and then we'll have their next big pay-per-view, which is Rebellion, which is live on Fight TV.
Yeah.
And hopefully we see the clean house and win the title off of the Cruiserweight.
Yeah, hopefully. You never know, but let's hope anyway.
Exactly.
But yeah, overall, I'd probably give that show now a 7 or an 8 out of 10.
Yeah, I'll go up to 7, yeah.
Like, it would have been an 8, only those few matches at the start weren't great.
Few matches they didn't need to do. They could have had the pay-per-view a bit shorter because of that, but then I know it's only a special, so you didn't have to pay for it. It was on Impact Plus. Yeah. But we'll see what the ratings come in like.
But yeah, I enjoyed it. So yeah, that was pretty much been the review of the show.
Yeah, that was our review of the show, and we'll be back.
Again.
We should be back. Actually, we'll have to do a show after Fastlane because not only will we have Fastlane, but we'll have the return of NWA.
We'll have a kind of a duel one. Yeah, we'll have a duel
where we'll see Nick Aldis defend his title against Aaron's Thoughts or the old Damien Sandow, and you're welcome.
That one surprises me because I thought he was done for.
He's their tag champion.
Yeah, I thought he's retired. I thought he said he was retired.
But he is semi-retired. They're bringing him in because it was his. I watched the video that they posted. the fella that died recently that was involved with them.
Yeah.
It would have been his close friend, and this is what he'd have wanted. They're kind of doing it as a tribute to him.
Yeah.
Obviously, Aldis isn't losing the title. We all know that.
He won't lose.
But hopefully, it should be a good show. There's a few surprises on the card. I was surprised when I saw Taurus on the card. I was happy when I saw Chris Masters on the card.
Yeah, he's very good. Yeah.
Yeah. So he's trimmed down.
There'll probably be a few more as well announced over the next few days.
Yeah, we shall see. There's a match after being announced already. So they'll all have to be announced over the next couple of days. The pay-per-view Sunday.
Yeah, there's 2 pay-per-view Sundays, so Fastlane and that.
2 pay-per-view Sunday. We'll have to have Fastlane and
That's actually on early, isn't it? It's on like 9 p.m. our time.
What is NWA?
Yeah.
Is it? Oh, that's even better.
It's on at 4 o'clock American time, I think.
Oh, even better. Because, sure, they're going for the wholesome family audience. So,
yeah.
I'm happy with that because I'll have Fight TV on. I can watch it.
Yeah. It'll be a good show.
Hopefully.
And we'll be back the weekend with the lads as well.
Yeah, we'll be back Saturday with the lads, and then we're back on Monday with this.
Yeah.
So over and out.
Cheers.